weight within 1 year. And that's a problem. I understood, though, why they wanted to lose weight, because we're the most overfed, undernourished nation. 75% of people over the age of 20 are overweight. 38% of the population is obese. And actually, obesity is now the second leading cause of preventable death in the United States after cigarette smoking. So it was something that I felt really passionate about and wanted to help people. I was so fortunate 8 years ago when I was introduced to Nutrimetrics and TLS weight loss solution. I loved the science behind TLS. I'm a science person, I'm a dietitian. I love the research. The founder of TLS, Transitions Lifestyle System, looked at people in a pilot study, not only at 12 weeks, but also at 12 months. And the people were keeping the weight off. This is a solution. This is a long-term way of eating. It's based on what we call low glycemic impact eating. And if you can see the chart that I have in my office, my favorite poster, shows people once they get in that green fat burning zone, when blood sugars are stable, that's when the body can lose fat. I had a patient earlier today, very upset. Her doctor told her she needed to only eat 800 calories a day, and she didn't feel that that was enough. And I agreed. It's not about dieting. It's not about restricting. And what happened was she was starting her day with a cookie, even though it was a low-calorie cookie, it was spiking that blood sugar. And once that happens, the body stores fat. So I love that this is a solution to help get the body in nice fat-burning mode. I am super excited tonight to talk about one of my very favorite products, the TLS 21-Day Challenge. Who is this challenge designed for? This is designed for anyone who is interested in losing 5 to 20 pounds in the 21 days. But this is not just about the number on the scale. This is about losing fat. Let me show you one of my favorite tools that I use at my practice. This is a fat model. This is 5 pounds of fat. So this is very visual. This is a lot. This is what people can lose in the 21 days. They can lose 5 to 20 pounds. The phase can be used for people who are just looking for a quick fix. Also, I use it as my introduction to my 12-week program. When I started teaching TLS, I taught it live right away. I had 18 people in my class, my first class. Almost all of them have kept all the weight off, the body fat off, in the 8 years. It's really incredible. For those that want to just get the quick fix, it really works. And as Shannon and Dr. Nancy were saying, the TLS 21-Day Challenge is divided into 2 phases. Phase number 1 is a detox week. People get a little bit nervous about detox, but detox is very important for a number of reasons. There are over 850,000 toxins in the environment today, all over, from chemicals, from pesticides, from things that we're eating, from the environment. And it's important to help the body get rid of these toxins. So the foods that we're eating on detox week are mostly whole plant-based foods. These foods have the ability, they have compounds that neutralize free radicals. They have the ability to help repair damaged cells. They help escort toxins and extra hormones out of the body. They help control inflammation. They help increase immunity. So foods that we call detox foods really are foods that we should be eating every day for overall health. Some people, though, don't have a lot of fruits and vegetables in their diet, so this may be new for them. But we want to encourage people to start having all kinds of vegetables with a little bit of lean protein, also a couple good quality fats. Now, there are water-soluble toxins that are easier for the body to get rid of through what I call pure: perspiration, urination, respiration, and excretion. We also, though, have fat-soluble toxins, those toxins that stick inside our fatty tissue. I remember when I was little, I would be outside playing kickball, and trucks would go by spraying DEET in the air. And in those days, they didn't tell us that that was bad for us to not breathe in the DEET. So my sisters and I would stay outside. Those chemicals can stick in the fatty tissue. When we have so many toxins in the body, it puts a burden on the liver. The liver is our filter for detoxifying everything that goes into us. And I explain to people, it's as if you never got an oil change for your car. The car would still run, but it wouldn't run well. It would be very sluggish. Same thing with the body. It's a great idea a couple times a year to do a good quality detox with the foods, but also in the kit, we have this box of what's called NutriClean. This is 7 days of botanical herbs that help clean out the liver, that help release extra toxins in the colon. There's also something in here that is a delicious fiber powder. Fiber is really good for the gut. It helps keep us full. It helps rebalance hormones, helps repair the gut. I love this fiber in particular because it doesn't have psyllium husk, which could be a little rough on the body. This has something called glutamine, which is very nourishing for the gut. It also has probiotics as well as prebiotics. Prebiotics are the food for probiotics, so super important. So this you do along with the food part of the detox for 7 days, also having some water with fresh lemon, which also helps detoxify the body. Along with that, as Dr. Nancy was mentioning, we have a product called Core. Core is important. What I love most about Core is not only does it help people with carbohydrate cravings, but it helps with something called leptin sensitivity. It increases leptin sensitivity. There are 2 hormones in the body that regulate appetite, that work with appetite. One is called ghrelin, that I call the go hormone, and it tells us we're hungry. The other one, leptin, should tell us we're full, stop eating. But when people are overweight, when they have consumed a lot of processed food or eaten a lot of sugar, their body becomes less sensitive to the leptin and they don't get that feeling of hunger. What the Core did for me, my best testimonial, my daughter had a pizza party a year ago for her birthday. She had a bunch of friends over and probably 10 pizzas. I took the Core an hour before her pizza party and I just wasn't interested in the pizza. So love this product. As Dr. Nancy was mentioning, it also has the benefits of helping to decrease cholesterol, to decrease insulin, as well as increase your neurotransmitter serotonin, which is that feel-good neurotransmitter. After Detox Week, we are starting the second phase called Fat Shredder. This is when the body really can let go of those extra fat stores. Fat Shredder is for weeks 2 and 3. For some people who have loftier goals, we may stay on that a little bit longer. Fat Shredder Week, we're still sticking with the original healthy foods of fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, lean proteins, a little bit more protein. We're also adding my favorite delicious shake. We're having these shakes which are loaded with protein and fiber. They taste like a milkshake, but it does help keep you full. Absolutely delicious. This is chocolate. My favorite comes in chocolate and vanilla. We can add some fruit to it. We can add some veggies to it. When you're adding spinach in one of these chocolate shakes, really all you taste is the chocolate. So it's a great way to get extra vegetables in for people that maybe aren't used to having a lot of veggies for their breakfast. Other ideas besides the smoothies, we have all kinds of ideas with egg white omelets and fresh veggies and getting back to whole food. What I find when I'm teaching this program is I usually have to encourage people to eat even more. people really need to get out of that dieting mode. We're not dieting. Dieting is terrible for the body and it doesn't work anyway. We need to learn how to eat those whole foods that are going to promote not only the satiety, feeling full, helping to promote a healthy gut, but also big changes in the body, such as decreasing inflammation. Once we get rid of those high inflammatory foods like dairy and wheat and sugar, all of a sudden people notice that aches and pains are going away. Perhaps their back pain doesn't hurt as much. So eating healthy is just unparalleled to anything else. In the kit also, we do have wonderful antioxidant and multivitamin with minerals. The antioxidant is great because as well as helping to increase immunity, it's also nice to have something to engulf those free radicals as they're being lost in the detox. What I encourage all of you to do is reach out to the person who invited you on this webinar tonight, whether you want to lose 5 pounds, 20 pounds or more, or you just want to feel better and get yourself started for optimal health. Try this for under $150. This is really an investment in your health, and I do encourage everyone to give it a shot. I will be answering questions over the next couple days. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. Thank you to Sarah and Brandy for giving me this opportunity to share information with you. Have a great night.